Hi everyone and welcome to my snowy day Proverbs home Aldi grocery haul. It is snowing outside, but it is a beautiful day. I want to say hi to all my friends and I hope everybody is being blessed. I have an Aldi haul. I know you don't see everything because of the camera, but I will show you everything that I picked up. And one of the first items that I picked up that I'm so glad that I found was the frozen vegetables, and they were only 98 cents and 97 cents, which I thought was a great deal. You can't even find canned vegetables anymore for 99 cents or $1 at Dollar Tree. So why not go where you can find all the good prices? So let me show you the frozen vegetable. I picked up the mixed vegetables. I picked up 2 bags. And this is great. I like getting these vegetables because I steam them and they last us for a few meals. So I picked up 2 bags. Those were 98 cents. I picked up the corn. The corn was 97 cents. And it is from Season's Choice. And this is 12 ounces. And I picked up the sweet garden peas, also from Season's Choice. I picked up 2 bags of these. Shop around so you can find and get your food on budget. Those will last for a while, and you can mix vegetables in rice. You can mix vegetables and potatoes. You can mix vegetables with so many different meals, put them in eggs. There's so many different ways that your children or your household can get their vegetables. I also did pick up a bag of potatoes. Talking about potatoes, I picked up a bag of 5 pounds of potatoes. This was like $3.97. I don't have all the prices with me because I don't have the receipt, so I'm gonna go on what I remember. This was $3.97 and it's a 5-pound bag of potatoes, and potatoes has been working great for me. We've been saving so much. I made a yummy potato salad the other day, hash browns. You can make french fries with these. You can make scalloped potatoes. You can mix your vegetables with potatoes, and maybe, you know, if you don't have any meat, you can use a can of chicken or something and make like a shepherd's pie. There's so many things you can do with potatoes. People may say, well, we don't want my family to eat the same thing all the time. But the great thing about these staple items, that you can mix them up and make them different ways, and the family will still enjoy them, and you also save money. So I did pick up a 5-pound bag of potatoes. I did pick up some more flour because I'm going to be making bread in my bread machine. So I picked up some more flour. This is the Baker's Choice or Baker's Corner, and I always get this flour. So I just picked that up. Now, I did pick up some Biscuit. Yes, I can use flour, but I love to have Biscuit in my pantry. Now, usually they used to have another box at Aldi. This was a while back that was pretty big. It was bigger than this. And that's what we used to get all the time, and I loved it. It was a different name, but it was like Biscuit. They don't have it anymore. They haven't carried it in a while. So I picked up a box of Biscuit. This was $4 and change. Little pricey, I know. I like making pancakes with this, waffles, just so many things I can make with this. So I really like having this as a prepping item. It's just a really good prepping item to have. So I picked up 1 box of Biscuit, and I will tell you it is 2 pounds. 2 pounds in there. I did pick up some active dried yeast because I am going to be making bread in my bread machine. So I picked up some yeast to make the bread. I want to make raisin bread. I am trying to pinch and save. Wherever I can save, that's what I'm trying to do. I did pick up some cornbread stuffing. Now, we don't just eat stuffing for Thanksgiving. We eat it for many meals. So when I saw this, I picked up a bag. I thought it would be great to have it for Thanksgiving. And also, usually when I make stuffing for Thanksgiving, I have leftovers. We have it with pork chops, stuffed pork chops. You can make, this is another staple item that you can use with so many different meals. So these are the 3 items I forgot to mention in my haul. I did get the French fried onions that you can use for casseroles. You can put them in tuna sandwiches. They're just really good. And I know those were $3 something because they had the name brand and it was a lot more. And I just picked up the Simply Nature, which are organic. And then the Berman's real mayonnaise is a lot cheaper than the Hellmann's mayonnaise at Aldi. The Hellmann's mayonnaise is $5.99. So we always get this one now, and it's just as good as Hellman's. You can use it on sandwiches and salads. And by the way, you could even make a mayonnaise cake if you've never done that before. If you have, let me know how you liked it. Then I did get 2 cans of evaporated milk, because I do use evaporated milk when I make pumpkin pie. So I picked up 2 cans. So I'll go on ahead and insert the prices on these items. 2 bags of the Pure Cane Light Sugar. And these are definitely used when we make our cranberry sauce. And also different recipes that we want to make. This is a plus. This is definitely another great staple item to have in your home, especially if you want to make sweet treats for your family and you don't want to go out and buy boxed cake, and you could just make it from scratch. And this was from Baker's Corner. It's the strawberries were $2.19. The grapes were $2 and change, I think like $2.99 or $2.97. But this is going to be our snacks. I am going to put the grapes in Ziploc bags, and the strawberries, we're going to cut them up so we can have them at night for a snack. Instead of buying box cakes and box snacks, we can have these with cheese at night. Great way to have yourself a healthy snack. Something good that's inexpensive. This will last us for maybe 2 weeks or more. It will. It depends on how you store your food. If you store your food or you freeze your food, you can have it last you for a while. Yesterday, I made potato salad. What else did I make with that? And we had some ribs that had been in the freezer for a while. I took them out. I threw them in the crock pot. I marinated them for overnight, threw them in the crock pot. And then when I was looking through my freezer, I found a jar of frozen cranberries. And it was great. We opened them up and they were fresh. They taste delicious. It's just all in how you budget and plan your meals. It's all about budgeting and planning the meals, having a meal plan. If you go to the store without a meal plan, you're going to spend more money than if you go in there with a meal plan in hand and know what items you want. And that's what I did when I went shopping. This is what we need. This is what we're going to use. I did pick up 2 more butters. Every time I go shopping, I make sure I prep with butter, and we have butter. We do use butter for a lot of our meals, for toast. If you want some toast with a cup of hot chocolate at night, that's a great snack to have. Put a little butter on there. Teach the children how to eat simple. If we just teach children that all they need to have is those Hostess box cakes, and they need all the expensive snacks that are out there, and we don't teach them to eat simple, they won't learn that. And they won't learn how to like different foods. That's one thing I loved about my mom. She taught us to like different foods. So I grew up with a taste for many different foods. And butter is a good way to go, to use it for pancakes, for different things that you want to cook. So we always stay prepped with butter. Now I got to show you, I'm going to say thank you to one of my subscribers that told me about the cranberries. They said the cranberries are only 99 cents at Aldi. And I told them I would check, and I did. So I found, we got 4, and this is a pound. We found 4 of these for 99 cents each. That is a great way to also save. Buy the cranberries. Make cranberry sauce that can go with chicken meals, that can go with mashed potatoes, just different meals. And you could even put cranberries in cookies with a little bit of zest of orange. They're really good in muffins. So I picked up 4 of these. The other one is over there. One thing I noticed, that the onions have gotten smaller. I did. But I did pick up some more onions for our different meals. And I picked up a pack of green peppers. All my peppers from the garden are gone. They were the best, and they all gone already. So I picked up 3. And what I do is I cut these up in tiny pieces, and I use them in different meals. I don't use them in every meal. I use them in some of my meals. If you hear the heater kick on, it's going to kick on because it's very cold out. Now, the ground beef. It used to be 3 pounds for $13. This was a splurge for us. However, we do this once a month. And then we cut them in 5s. And we put them in Ziplocs, and we freeze them. And we have them for chili. We don't try to make burgers. Once in a while, if we happen to have extra ground beef, or we find the burgers on sale, then we'll have burger meat. You know, we'll have meat for burgers. But if it's not on sale, And this is the price, $13 for 2 pounds. Then I split it up for 5 different chili meals or spaghetti meals. I just split it up and I just divide it into 5. That's how we save. That's the best way to do it, to save. So I think that was all for my groceries. I know it was like $60 and change, which is not too bad. But that was, you know, we try to shop really cheap. We try to look for the cheapest things we can find. And I bypass the things that I know we don't need. They may look nice in the packaging, because before I would get caught up in the packaging, and then I would buy something, you know, because of the packaging. And then when you look at your bill, you're like, oh my. But if you just go for those certain items, like I said, go with a plan to the store. I mean, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Aldi, whether it's Hannaford's, whether it's your local grocery store like Winn-Dixie or Publix. I've been to all these stores because I lived in Florida. Wherever it is that you live, just try to find maybe generic brands instead of buying everything name brand. Find the vegetables for very inexpensive. You know, just, you could do it. You can do it. I know many of you already do that. But if you're new and you're watching my channel and you're thinking, you know, I want to shop and be reliable and make sure that I'm picking up groceries that are inexpensive, that's the way to do it, is to pick them up and make meals, but divide your food. Divide your food. I know it's been working for us. We've been saving. We've been at least trying, but it's kind of been working for us because my husband and I, we both work. During the winter time, my hours go down, which I love, you know, and then now with us going on ahead and going into ministry full time, even then we're going to have to be budgeting ourselves, budgeting the groceries we get and what we do, because it's just a smart way. By the way, do you like my hat? This is my hat. This is my Frenchie hat. I love these kind of hats. You will see me with them on, and I wear them in the winter. And it is snowing out there, so I'm going to show you the snow. It's snowing. We've already got a winter wonderland. Like I told you, the winter here starts like that. It wastes no time. So God bless you all. I love you all. Kisses and hugs. Let me know in the comment area if you know of any other special deals that I'm missing that I don't know of, like Aldi, Walmart, Hannaford's, any places. We don't have a Winn-Dixie and we don't have a Publix or Food Lion in this area. That's just not part of the North. But if you know of anything that I'm missing in my grocery shopping, or you know something that you do in your home that is budget friendly, maybe you could write it in the comments and say, Lisette, you know, why don't you try this? It's budget friendly. You'll save more money. God bless everyone, and I'll talk to you.